On to you, crabs. So you have the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and then you have the Ten of Cups. So for you, crabs, what you got going on right here is a lot of you are being very much so selective and patient with the way that you go about meeting and continuing to see somebody. There's a sense of the Nine of Wands represents, there's a sense of, you're doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing, which is what you and Virgo share, which is selectivity, being selective about the people that you're going to spend your time with. And that's one of the things that a lot of you crabs actually do well. You realize that you evolve crabs understand that being with somebody and spending time with them, it really isn't a joke. Running around and wasting said time is a waste of time in on itself on that level. So a lot of you crabs understand that the best thing that you can do to ultimately set yourself up for success is to not waste your time or waste any more of your time by choosing terrible people. That, people that you see have real issues and then you still decide to choose them. The Ten of Cups represents, because a lot of you crabs are looking for a very good person that you can actually have a value system with, and you share that type of value system with, you share that type of commonality with. You and this person actually have the capacity to not only just get along with each other, right? When the two of you get along, there's that Libra element of peacefulness, right? Of harmony, right? But also, right, and equity. But there's also a sense of this person being a very good decision, as opposed to you being a very good, as I should say, as well as you being a very good decision for them to make as well. You want things to actually go as, come on now, you want things to go as smoothly as possible. Things shouldn't be super rocky where it's, because the longer the relationship is the more, the less confrontation you're supposed to have. If a relationship is lasting a certain amount of time and it's increasing the confrontation, or the confrontation is high, then it probably means that the two of you are incompatible to begin with. So, and I've seen plenty of couples like this. I could talk about it, but the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands is that, but you crabs also, one thing that you're also staying away from too is that you crabs also see that there are people who are dysfunctional, in the sense that, like, the way that they're interacting with you, very much so, they want to be with you, and they want to be with you badly. But the problem though is, they're not really looking at you for who you are, right? The Page of Cups, they're much more looking at you like they see something in you that they want to see, as opposed to actually looking at you and seeing who you are and wanting to find out more on that way towards building up to love. So a lot of you crabs are understanding that you can't be playing yourself, so you let go of these people, because you can't be out here playing yourself, because you realize that those are the type of people who are not really built for a long-term relationship. Because as soon as you crabs start to interact with them on that romantic level over a certain amount of time, they're gonna start to see you, right? Or at the very minimum, understand that the thing that they kept pedestalizing you for is not necessarily what it is that they getting. And it's almost gonna like flip. It's almost gonna be like they trying to make it seem like you done did a bait and switch, even though more than likely you probably didn't do a bait and switch. So the page of wands and the ten of swords here speaks to how you're offering this and you're not hiding what it is that you're offering. You're making it very clear that you're able to offer this. It's just that if people don't want to pay attention to what you're offering, it's their problem. But you're offering, but for what I'm getting is you crabs have this mentality of the ten of wands. This is what it is that you're offering. And the ten of swords, right? Excuse me, page of wands and the ten of swords. Page of wands, you're offering this, you're being transparent about it. And the ten of swords represents, and if a person doesn't understand how to, if a person doesn't want to continue to get to know you any further, once they understand what you're able to bring to the table, or some of the things that you're able to bring to the table, it's not a problem. Like, you're not trying to force these people on any level to accept what it is that you're bringing. You crabs are putting it out there. This is what you offer. Take it or leave it. And if they don't want to take it, that's fine. But you crabs don't want anybody, right, acting like you lied to them, right? Now all of a sudden they trying to make it seem as if you lied to them. The Knight of Cups and the High Priestess represents, no, you just willing to just be transparent about who you are, and you're not hiding what you're able to bring to the table. You're not. The High Priestess and the King of Wands, however, represents this actually represents a couple of things. The High Priestess represents your level of understanding on one level, in the sense that your willingness to run yourself dry with the effort that you put in without even knowing if you and the person are compatible. I see a lot of you crabs have a more heightened awareness of this, where a lot of you crabs are understanding that you're not going to run yourself dry. You're going to set up an emotional budget, like what I was talking about. The High Priestess also represents secret admirers as well. So once again, there's some people that, again, you're meeting right now, because you're meeting people that do like you. But the thing is that the King of Wands represents, a lot of people like you, right? They like you. But there's also what I'm seeing here is, there's also going to be a lot of people who playing the game, wasting time, their life, and they would like to waste your own time if you allow them to, because they're hyenas. These people are not actually really on to anything. They're not really serious. They don't respect anything, including themselves. They're quite dysfunctional. And so the Three of Wands right here now represents how you crabs are not willing to waste exorbitant amounts of time, right? At all. You crabs very much so are looking towards anybody that can be a serious, significant other that's serious minded, where it's not wasting your time, right? As well as someone who will honestly respect your time, in the sense that it's not, it's not about the games. It's not about the silly games. It's not about trying to like you but have to keep it from you because they don't want to seem too interested. I'm seeing that a lot of you crabs are very much more serious minded, in the sense that you want to date and you want things to actually work out between the two of you, but you don't want things to be confusing. You want things to actually make some sense, and that if the person has not, worked it out with themselves, where they have this ideology that you can't seem too interested, I'm seeing that that's a turn off for you crabs in general. So let's clarify the Three of Wands. The Sun, Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and then you have the Lovers. To clarify the Three of Wands. So the Sun and the Seven of Cups, the Sun in this reading represents where the attention is going, the spotlight is going. So to clarify the Three of Wands, right? And then the Sun is even here in this, right? But the Sun is either setting or rising, because the Sun is at the horizon point. So it's either setting or rising. Either way it goes, the Sun represents the spotlight being shined in that area of your life, where a lot of you crabs are becoming a lot more, like I said before, a lot more direct about cutting to the chase, right? If a person is not serious about getting to know you and actually respecting your time, to not waste it, to not be having you think about whether or not they like you, I'm just seeing a lot of you crabs are gaining self-respect from walking away. So if they don't respect you from being there and talking to you, they will respect you when you decide to leave. And then the Seven of Cups represents you exercising your chances. Not chances, you exercising your choices. You crabs being like, okay, this person doesn't want to do this, so you'll just move on and speak to someone new, right? Like, it's not that big of a deal. But there's definitely a sense of a lot more respect that people have for you, because the thing is that the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles represents, there's definitely a sense of you like going through that form of self-renewal that Scorpio talks about, that reinvention, where it's like you crabs are, you crabs, if a person doesn't want to hang out, hey, if they giving you a hard time, hey, it is what it is. It's not this sense of like you want everybody to get along and everybody got to hold hands, but you and the person is not getting along, and you crabs are like, hey, please let's get along, please let's try. There's much more of a sense of you crabs being like, fine, get out of my life, respectfully, or respectfully, if this is what I'm offering, and this, I baked these pies, if you don't want to buy a pie, it is what it is. It's not going to hurt my feelings. The only thing that I would suggest and ask is to be courteous and don't play with my mind and waste my time like you're gonna buy a pie from me and you're not. You know what I mean? Every time it's always about how no, all of this stuff. And then the thing is that the Lovers now represents how they have to respect you, like I said. The Lovers represents where your attention is going. It represents that you crabs are setting up some boundaries, some standards. And it's, honestly speaking, it's the same thing it's the same thing of like my readings. Sometimes people want to know, well, why is it that you get so upset? It's because you waste them, not you, but some people will waste my time. Like, for instance, this Capricorn who was in the army, right? I don't know if the person's still in the army. He will back then, because I stopped talking to him, because he was goofy. He would contact me, right? Whether it's in the comment section of my videos, or he would contact me in the DMs on Instagram. Can you do this video? Can you do that video? Now, me doing other types of videos hurts my algorithm on my channel. I'm over here trying to cater to my audience, and every now and again I would say, okay, let me go ahead and kind of venture off in this, right? Hurting my own algorithm. This goofy individual wouldn't even dare pitch in. I'm asking this individual, you asking so much, but are you willing to pitch it? Nah, I ain't, man. Nah, I can't do that. No, I'm saying you a goofy, and you guys who get on like that, because I've met a few. They're idiots. These is goofballs. These are people that you wondering why it is that you can't find a significant other, because these people know that you goofballs. Everybody knows that y'all are goofballs, because you come to me, right? And again, you telling me, oh yeah, I'm gonna come get a reading from you. But then you saying that because you want a reaction out of me. But then at the same time trying to make it seem like it's insignificant. Let me go ahead and say what it is. Same thing like this reading. You're trying to essentially, again, it's like the baked pie kind of thing. I don't care if y'all don't want to come through and buy my readings. That's fair. Everybody is going to get a chance to do whatever it is that they want to do with their money. It's their right. It's not just only a privilege. It's their right. I get it. But don't come to me and make it seem like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and help you out. And then you never do that. And then you get upset when I hold you accountable for some stuff. You showing it to anybody. When you do stuff like that, it shows your value. It shows that a person who does stuff like that, you not only are you goofy, but it shows that you are a hyena. Because how suspect are you where you are a guy looking for this kind of attention the same way that a woman would? Because some women do stuff like that. So knock it off. It looks goofy from you. Not you, but I'm talking about the guys. Knock that off. Y'all look suspect doing that. You trying to get attention. So I definitely get it, Crabs. I definitely get it. This is why it is that I said it. There's some dudes who are goofy too. I'm not on either side, because I definitely get it, because I see it. Some of these dudes don't want to shell out any money. They want to get something for free too, like a cheapskate. They trying to run skullduggery. Yo, what is wrong with you, goofball? Handle your business like a respectable gentleman, bruh. Show up, pay for something, come get a reading, leave. Why is it that you trying to gain attention? DSL, goofy. For people who know what DSL is, gotta knock it off. But that's pretty much it. What it is that I see for you, Crabs, is that a lot of you Crabs are a lot more thick-skinned or a lot more competent when it comes to accepting, not even rejection, but more so accepting the fact of, hey, you're not going to get along with everyone, and that's fine, right? But it's also the sense of, if the person isn't willing to see if the two of you are even compatible, if they come to you immediately with the foolishness, with the stupidity and the foolishness, they're done. They don't get a second chance. A lot of you Crabs are not granting them a second chance. There is no, them coming back in and be like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you Crabs are like, no, I'm just gonna go talk to somebody else. You're done. It's a dub for you. And they can't really handle it. So that's it. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.